now, dude.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Pour, as Tiger Woods, who is even through 6 right now, looks like his second shot. Is it going to hang on the green? Looks like he's going to have about 30 feet here for birdie, I believe, to give him a chance to go into red figures. Obviously, that's a big putt, but he did make one actually on number 13 after a bogey on 11. So Tiger even so far at the PGA.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah. I mean, and you know, it's funny. I was looking at the bottom of the leaderboard, just like we predicted. I believe an 8 on the first hole. Michael Block, Tony, 5 over through 9.
I mean, that's a little tough, though. I feel bad for him, dude.
No, but I'm saying it's just one of those things you see it from a mile away.
You're totally
your
right.
guy, John Daly, who was famously, warming up with a dart in his mouth yesterday, 4 over through 5.
Love that.
So a little nostalgia here.
Love
on day
that,
one.
dude.
Doug Kim, who was in a tie for second, looks like that was a birdie putt that rims out. But right now, Xander Schauffele is your leader, 4 under par. He started on the back through 7 holes. And how about Jordan Spieth, who is going for that career Grand Slam, 3 under par. He started on the back. He's through 4, as well as Victor Hovland, who started on the back. He's through 4. And then you have Heem at 3 under. Rory off to a strong start here, 2 under through 5. And of course, very early on here at Valhalla. And it was interesting. We were talking before the show. We both just did not realize the beauty, Tony, of Valhalla Golf Club.
Yeah, I guess so. We kind of, took that for granted or underestimated it because the course looks absolutely beautiful. And I guess the weather is holding up for now. I mean, it seems really sunny, though. It's supposed to roll in?
No, today, good. Tomorrow was supposed to be the system.
Friday, today's Thursday. That's right.
Yeah.
It feels like a Friday today. I don't know what it is, dude.
I know.
It really
I wish
does.
today was a Friday. Have that Ranger game and then not have to get up in the morning after. It'd be nice. Must be nice.
But we're gonna power through, don't worry.
But yeah, just this course, I just noticed like there's like a lot of like stones and rocks and elevated greens, that island green, I think on the 14th.
Oh, yes.
Where Tiger had his birdie. Really, really impressed by this. And this is the first major contested here in 10 years. And kind of ironic, it looks like Hovland is going to drop a shot here to 2 under. So now you have Spieth and him both at 3 under. And then you have Finau, who was your sleeper, Tony, McIlroy and Hovland all at 2 under par here, tied in for 4th place. Rory hitting a shot here on 15, par 4, 424. Second shot here, so we'll take you through the approach, but Rory dialed in. Does that come as a surprise to you, Tony? Were you thinking some kerfuffles to start for Rory, as he has about 20 feet here for birdie on the 15th?
I think he kerfuffles right here.
Complete Tony kerfuffle.
I mean, I guess not. I mean,
I'm just thinking he's thinking lawyers, alimony, prenup.
Oh, the alimony. What's the kid's name again? Something weird.
Poppy. Yeah.
Again, I'm not surprised that he's out to a strong start, but again, I feel like what we've seen so far, so much from him is just as the weekend progresses, he just starts getting worse and worse and worse. So that's really what I would anticipate. I feel. I don't know what do you think he'll finish with today?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's good. It's just over the weekend where he's going to run into trouble. I mean, today I could see him, 3 or 4 under.
Yeah,
what about you?
I don't know. I'll say maybe. Well, he's in 5th at 3 under right now.
He's at 2 under and 4th.
2 under and 4th. Yeah, I could say 3 or 4 under. I like that. 20-foot putt. Are we hit it?
They didn't show it yet.
Ah.
And Michael said this. I don't know what he was referring to, but then I'm looking too, Tony. I don't see this on Facebook.
So Facebook is tight today.
Oh, Facebook is tight.
Facebook
okay,
is tight.
Just wanted to make sure.
But we're up everywhere else.
Gotcha,
so.
gotcha.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Just wanted to make sure.
Of course.
DJ just hit his 4th onto the green. So, those 2 wasted shots there, looking like us trying to punch out from the trees.
Honestly, it's always so tough.
So relatable for us. So relatable.
It really is. Like, far too often do I find myself literally, I don't even know how it happens. The ball just seems to find a big tree root and hang out right behind it. But I mean, that's the game, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Riled. Are you pumped for golf? Like, are you golfing? You golfing today? You said
golfing
exactly,
today,
dude.
right
Like,
before the Rangers.
that's
so a good
huge.
lead in. After the off day yesterday, back is feeling fresh after that well-deserved day off yesterday. And I'm riled too, because it's the rain this morning. I'm sure it won't be as busy, but I think it's the same situation when we went last week because I got like a 350 because I think it's the high school at 4, but I don't know if that got canceled. But what I'm saying, Tony, is I wonder if not as many people are going to play today because of the rain earlier. So I'm saying it could be like a 2-hour round, which would be great.
On let's say on a solid day, like a Thursday, how much traffic is there at the course?
Well, I mean, just think about last week.
Yeah.
I mean, we honestly, if we stepped on it, we probably could have played that in like 3 hours.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude.
So yeah, I think during the week, usually not too bad, and especially on not like a perfect weather day, as Tiger is about 12 feet short on that birdie putt, so he's got some work here to clean up a par. But yeah, like on a day like this, it's not going to be too packed. In the back, for whatever reason, always is pretty quick. Unless there's some rare congestion situation, back is usually like an hour 10, hour 15.
Wow, let's freaking go, dude.
So
projected score,
hoping to match the score from last week. 1 week ago today, 80. Let's match that.
Right.
Nice to feel confident again. I was actually telling Sam's grandpa, I was over her house last night. And I was telling him about the whole thing with Maple Moore because he's played there before in the Hutchinson Parkway, and he was like cracking up about that.
Oh my gosh!
Because he understood though, and I don't know why. Like, what's up with the score book here? But I guess Tiger is 1 over, which I thought he was. But I don't know if it's just sometimes like it doesn't update right away. But so this is actually going to be to stay at +1. Yeah. So I know I'm feeling pretty good about that. Now, are you this feed, Tony? This is on your screen as well, or
no? It is not.
Oh,
I have the StreamYard up on my stream.
Tough, right?
Yeah, it is a little tough, dude.
I mean, while you have the StreamYard up, I mean, we might as well get to the faithful, right?
Oh yeah, dude. I don't know if you've been seeing the comments.
I want to be surprised. I want Tony to articulate this for me.
Well, I'm just literally 1 minute ago. Michael Buckta, can we get to the comments, please?
See, he's done a good job of being patient, Tony, and now it seems like back to his old ways. Tiger's putt first, 23'9". Does it go?
Yes. Oh no!
Literally, like there's still 10 feet left.
Really, that short? Come on, dude.
But what did we say yesterday, right? So at least we brace ourselves for this,
Yeah, I guess so. It still is. It's tough to see, dude.
Of course,
on the putting too. Like, come on. I feel like
it looked like us, like just gunning it by the hole. Like that's what that putt looked like.
Wow.
I think he was just getting aggressive, but it's
that's crazy.
Come on,
dude. Come on is right. Speaking of getting aggressive, though, we have Kev Do at the top of the comments now. We're back up at the top. We have Kev Do with a nice big let's go for today. We want the smoke, he says. Let's go Rangers. Hashtag TCA, hashtag DTV,
no
hashtag
mention of
sports
the
report.
Mets from Kev.
Well,
no
why would he bring it up?
No, I'm saying it's just funny how that's dissipated, Tony. I'm just saying it has dissipated. So kind of funny. That's all.
All right.
I mean, I think that's fair to say. No,
oh yeah, it is fair to say.
True as well.
From Matthew Gabriel, Kev Do, what it do? He says, let's go again, dude. Tonight, the blue shirts, baby. Zone in and get it done. Let's effing go now. And he says, Josh B, what up, boy? Michael B, what's good? Tony, great jersey. Another let's go for Matthew Gabriel.
Jacked, absolutely jacked.
And then he says, zone in, dude.
Zone in.
Couldn't have said it better myself. We have Michael Buckta, speaking of him in the house, chirping Domac, who is obviously not here today. Domac, I don't even want to see that Dirty Tatum jersey on you. Celtics got Mickey Mouse BS wins because of injuries for the other team.
And
you're going down next round.
And if he wants to see Domac, he'll have to tune into the Dan Patrick show.
Dan Patrick show, although you probably won't be seeing him on that show either.
You never know, though.
You never know in the background, dude.
But with this, like, is he working during the show, but it's just behind the scene type of thing?
Yeah.
But occasionally I feel like people like getting those people in the mix now, because I see it all the time on like Boomer and Geo and stuff. Like,
well, he's literally
an editor.
He's an editor just started, dude. No. Editor in chief, dude.
Is that a thing or no? Is that like for a newspaper?
Editor in chief is like for the newspaper, the head of the newspaper, yeah. But he's just editing on the side there.
Jacked or no?
Works during the show, post show. He's totally stoked about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. It's great. Good gig. And he's from Connecticut, so he's around.
What an opportunity as Brooks Koepka misses a birdie putt. So it looks like he's going to remain at 1 under par here.
I used to have that gig for a little while once upon a time.
I knew there was some parallel here.
Yeah, dude. And I actually, you may, if you look back in the records, probably have seen me on camera during the DP show in the background, but never obviously on a microphone. They don't do that, dude. No way.
No way. Okay,
no way, dude. What do you got?
Tiger. I don't know what happened here, but I think so that was a par. I don't know what I missed there.
Oh.
That's like so. I don't know. Something's going on with this broadcast presentation, but we'll take their word for it. Tiger +1 through 7. Now that we've seen him on the course a little bit, we've seen a long birdie putt. Revised prediction on his round today. 1 over through 7, so approaching that turn. What are you thinking here?
I mean, 1 over through 7, dude. I don't know. Does he finish 4 over?
There's no way that he's like even par.
I don't think so, dude. And I even think 4 over might be kind of a stretch right now. I know, dude.
Tough. Wow, Aubert almost dunks it in from the bunker. So Ludwig off to a slow start, actually, though. +2. Looks like this is going to be a double for DJ. Unbelievable. 3 over here. And I think he's only through he's only through his 6th hole, started on the back. But, and I know you weren't like honed in, Tony, but I'm telling you, right before he went to live, he was right there. He was the #1 player in the world, and he was right there with like Rory, and Rahm and those people, for the conversation as the best golfer in the world. And now it just seems like, I mean, does he even have like a top 10 in him in a major ever again?
Doesn't see like it at all, right?
I mean, Paulina is keeping him busy, right?
Paulina Gretzky, I'm sure, is keeping him very busy.
I'm surprised that marriage, the coke suspension and stuff, that marriage is kept together. You know what I mean? Because we just obviously Rory and.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't know. I feel like DJ, again, I wasn't that dialed in, but I mean, he seemed like a nice guy. Didn't mistreat anyone.
I feel like there's no problems because he's just all the time like, I'm just out here playing golf.
Doesn't really give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's not getting jacked.
Right. And then Wayne, I mean, your father-in-law is Wayne Gretzky. Like, it's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah. Maybe you think he's almost nervous a little bit?
I would be, dude.
Like I can't fuck this up type of thing.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Xander to go to 5 under. I hate when they do the camera angle and you can't see where the ball goes. Just missing the birdie, so he'll stay at 4 under through his first 8. But there's really nothing like especially the first day, Tony, of a major championship. Just so much excitement, so much optimism for these golfers. You really can't match it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I feel like, honestly, other than the Masters, I feel like this is like I feel like most hyped up so far.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely hyped up. And like you said, with the course rotation, what we were talking about yesterday, the fact that there hasn't been one in here in 10 years. And also just that Rory and Tiger, obviously both earning to return to the winner's circle at a major. And then they're the last 2 champions at this course. I mean, the McIlroy divorce, same lawyer as Woods. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of parallel for them. Obviously, Rory off to a decent start. Tiger, on the other hand, I mean, it's just, it's really tough. But I think at least, Tony, I think we've come to grips that it's over. At least, you know what I mean? Like, there's not
slowly but surely coming
right.
To grips.
I mean, I really think we're at the point where we both. I mean, at least I know. I would say there pretty much is like a 0% chance of him winning even any golf tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, and it's crazy because I feel like this time last year we were like, he could do it. Like this is everybody's sleeper pick was Tiger.
Yeah. He's teeing off here on 17, but are we caught up on the comments?
No, we are not.
Looks like a slice right. I don't know if this is gonna hold the fairway. And that one is in the rough. But not too far off the fairway. It looks like a short rough. He's kind of, I don't know what's going on here.
The 16th hole, is that right?
17th hole, one over par. What do you think of the Tiger goatee? I don't think it's Tiger.
No, it's not Tiger at all, dude.
Especially, you know what I mean? Like he wants to return to like Tiger. It's like
clean shaven, dude.
Yeah. No, in all seriousness, Tony. It's like you trying to switch to clean shaven. It's not happening. I know you did it before. It's like one of those things you look at you and then like we're all like in a state of shock. It's like so weird. You can't do it. At a certain point, you can't do it.
Yeah, no.
I feel like I'm one of the rare people that can do both. No, and it's only because I go one setting on the razor. So I almost go full shave.
Right.
So it's like I kind of am always rocking both.
Yeah, exactly. We got the little scruff.
I have thought though it would be kind of sick to like not have to shave and like just get like whatever laser or whatever and just like.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like on your face?
Yeah, I mean, I guess but the beard is nice though. But shaving is annoying though.
Shaving's very annoying,
especially the full down to the studs.
Yeah, if you do the cream with the razor and stuff, it's like, dude.
I every single time I would cut myself, literally every single time.
Oh.
And you know what I don't like is like, am I making this up? But is there no electric razor that you could shave down to the studs that's not gonna like kill your face?
I've never done that. My grandfather used to have like an old school electric shaver that you have to shave with every day to keep it down to the studs.
Yeah.
But I've never done that. And honestly, dude, I couldn't tell you the last time I actually shaved my face with shaving cream, like with a razor.
When you shaved the mustache, what was that?
Just a buzzer on zero.
Brooks with a good tee shot here on his fifth hole, starting on the back. But yeah, no, and honestly, like I would be too dangerous for me. But the straight razor is obviously the best. I mean, that just gets everything.
You ever get it done at a barbershop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Your boy Manny's?
Maybe I haven't got a shave there in a while, but I think I told you this story. But I always go there. I would say in the last 15 years, I've gotten a haircut maybe 2 other times, not at Manny's.
Mm-hmm.
And the one time I go to Stanford, and I was actually nervous, okay, because I'm in there and like most of the people working there, like they're not really speaking English, okay? And I just have never had this done to me before. So like they're doing my haircut and then they go the warm towel wrap,
right?
But like almost like suffocating me, like over my eyes, like the towel. And I'm like, is everything gonna be okay?
Freaking out! Like, oh my god, dude, that's so funny. What'd you do? Toughed it out.
It out, and it was fine. But it just, you know what I mean? Especially when they're not speaking English, it's like, what are they saying? Like, oh, we're gonna get the shotgun out.
Yeah.
Like, so definitely, that's why I always go to Manny's because I don't have to. Quite worry about that, Tony. Are we caught up on the comments?
No, we're not at all, dude.
The Valhalla, right? What do we got?
Josh B in the house saying, "What up, fam?" I haven't got to him yet. Let's go Rangers W tonight. F them Hurricanes. Hashtag LFGR. Hashtag TC. Hashtag Sportsboard. Hashtag DTV. Michael Buckner riled that the NFL schedules are out. He says, "Let's effing go. Can't wait till football, dude."
6 primetime games in the first 11. Your thoughts? Go.
We were that's fucking sick, but they got to show up, dude. Sick? I mean, it's sick for the Jets fans, and they're doubling down the NFL, dude.
Because Greeny was just talking about how you got to stay up late. I mean, but I guess everybody's
Greeny needs to sleep. Greeny needs to sleep.
What I'm saying, I guess everybody's watching every game anyway, but I guess if it like, if it's not a good game, maybe you would call it early, but since it's the Jets, but I don't know. It's like, I like the Jets, but I'm not going to get riled up. I'm watching the league as a whole. If the Jets are good, I'm going to get behind it, but I don't know. I don't really care that much right now. I don't know. I mean, there's other stuff going on as well.
Right.
What about you? I mean, you're that jacked, Tony. Like, you can't wait for opening Monday Night Football against the Niners. Like, you're that excited about it.
I mean, I'm going to be when the time comes. Like you said, obviously right now, everything's going on. But I don't know. I mean, again, I'm like a newfound Jets fan over here.
Yeah.
But I will say, I mean, not much to be riled about. I mean, the team seems to be not run very well.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And I think I'm almost more excited for the season in general than the Jets specifically as Rory finds the bunker here on 7.
I might be more excited for Harbaugh over there.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude.
Like you'd rather see the Chargers win.
I think the Chargers are gonna be really good. Like win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Over the Jets. Like you'd rather see the misery.
No. I'd rather obviously
for Jay. Just for Jay. That's
just for Jay. Yeah, I want to see Jay. I want to see him get there and then lose it all, dude. No, I'd rather see the Jets win, obviously. But I mean, yeah, that's a huge storyline with the Chargers, and I mean,
yeah. But it's just there's so much going on in sports until then.
So yeah, dude. I mean, again, schedules is cool. I don't understand. Literally, I mean, I get it. It's football, popular, but these radio shows are spending an hour breaking down the schedule for each team. Oh, let's go over. What do you think this is gonna be? A win, a loss? Well, it's like, dude, let's take it easy. All right, like.
Yeah, no, and it's like I think it's just because of my love for baseball and newfound love for hockey, where I don't feel that antsy, Tony, to get to football season.
Good,
like when it's there, I will be watching every game. Wow, Brooks Koepka, nice shot here. So it looks like he's gonna have like 7 or 8 feet for birdie. But yeah, like I feel like I can wait.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think part of it is being a Jets fan. I think that's what if I was a fan of a team that has shown they're a contender every year, and you know what I mean, they do things right. I feel like I would feel differently.
Oh,
because
definitely.
It's the Jets. I've made this problem before. I think it's similar with the Mets. You're beaten down, and it just kind of takes the life out of you.
Yeah, I don't think the Mets have anything to do with it, but.
Come on.
No, I mean, you're right.
Similar.
I think you're definitely right. I mean, I do feel beaten down for sure for my fandom, I guess. But I was telling, Zach before the show too, I feel like it is because you're into hockey too, because we were talking about it's like literally every night between hockey and basketball, you literally have a great game to watch. I mean, but even so, the playoff basketball, I mean, it's been good, dude. Like
I know, I can't help it.
The playoff basketball is good.
I just will always, I don't care if it's Yankees White Sox, which starts tomorrow. I gotta watch Yankees White Sox over that. Like
that's fine. I mean, but again, you don't really have an affiliation with the team anyway. If you were like Josh B with the Knicks fans, I mean, he's riled.
And I mean, obviously, fuck Boston. Let's go Knicks. Hopefully, we can close it out tomorrow in Indiana. Rangers up first in the pecking order of things, Tony.
Let's go, dude.
Are we caught up? Or
no, we're not caught up. We're not caught up. Interrupting.
Yes.
Let's see, dude. Matthew Gabriel, TV situation at what PGA Sports Center?
At the Y, right?
Oh, at the Y, dude. Yes, that's what that means. Situation, he says, too, at the Y. PGA Sports Center News 12. FS1 he has on as well, dude. Michael Buckton says, Dan Patrick's voice is iconic. Oh, which it is, dude. He's got a great voice.
Yeah, no, he is. Honestly, Dan Patrick, one of my favorites, honestly, because there's so many Chiefs out there. And I just feel like he's like straight to it. You know what I mean? He's like, no bullshit.
Yeah, I guess so. Do you think he's overdoing it though?
What do you mean?
Like, I mean,
well, I also I couldn't tell you the last time I listened to anything.
Oh, really?
Well, because I used to see him all the time when he did the halftime show for NBC Football. I know that was a while ago.
That was a while ago.
But whenever I hear clips and stuff, he's good. He was good on Sports Center. But what do you mean? You think he's always horsing around? Like,
yeah, dude. I don't know. A lot of
quick turnaround here for you, Tony.
I don't know, man. I mean, I've watched the Dan Patrick Show a lot through college, especially because one of my former professors is a producer there. And like I said, I worked a little bit there, fill in stuff, whatnot, and I like it to work there as well. But I don't know, man. I mean, I just feel like when they left NBC, it started to go a little downhill, I think.
Wait, so what? It used to be simulcasted by NBC. Is that what you're saying?
It used to literally be on NBC Sports, noon to 3 or 9 to noon, whenever it was in the morning. And it was a great show, dude. It was like literally like this, like a studio that, obviously is bigger, but was packed out like this. The cameras, the switching, the live show, like it was great. And then I guess for whatever reason, they didn't do it. I think the Dan Patrick Show went to like Bleacher Report for a little bit. It was just streamed online. And honestly, now I couldn't even tell you where to watch.
I know it's on Sirius, but I don't know.
Yeah, but it's always been.
It's probably YouTube or something. No, not always. I forgot what else it was on. It was on something different, or unless they switched the channel on Sirius, it was on something like that.
But again, I don't even know where it is now.
The NBC Sirius channel, but then he got his own channel. I think that's what it was.
That's what I mean. They went to like Bleacher Report, and then again, I don't know where they are now. But
Michael's saying Peacock.
Peacock. Are they really shooting on Peacock now?
I mean, he says it. I don't know.
He says it 3 times.
But is it
Peacocks,
like-
Peacock,
Is it-
Peacock.
or is it just like if he would
Peacock
comment
again,
now
dude.
and just say Tiger
Tiger, dude. Right now,
Who-
all caps.
out of the bunker, chipped out, not bad. I think he's gonna have like 7-8 feet for par. Also, Jordan Spieth, Tony, almost dunked one in. He's only got a couple feet. He's on fire. This could be the return to Spieth, Tony.
You really think so, though?
If he were to win, hypothetically, do you think like we would see the old Jordan Spieth going forward? Like, because he would just be so like confident.
I mean, would he though? I mean, you really think like just this one win would be like a
Well,
newfound
'cause
confidence?
I mean, you just think about it. You go out there all the time and like you're just not winning. You're frustrated.
I mean, when was the last time he won anything? Like 3 years ago?
No. I think like a year or two ago.
Really?
Probably 2 years ago. I mean, I could look it up. Probably easier to look it up on here.
Let me see. Jordan Spieth career 2022 RBC Heritage.
Okay, so yeah, he won in Hilton Head
And then
2 years ago.
Year before that, Texas Open.
Kepka to get to 2 under here. Wow. Kepka missing like a 4-footer for birdie. So
Really? What
he's
a
gonna
fucking
remain at
asshole!
1 under. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you think about you know what it is, dude.
Speaking of assholes, Matthew Ryan, let's go Hurricanes.
thinking about
What
his
were you gonna
right,
say?
dude. He's thinking about his wife. That's the problem, dude.
You really think?
No. Think about Rory's wife, maybe. Matthew Ryan says, let's go Hurricanes. Yes. Michael Buckta says, Dan Patrick is getting a nice house in Newport Beach. What a guy.
I mean-
dude.
I feel like Michael Bucket loves these like fantasy hypothetical things. Like Michael,
Michael's out there. Yeah, he's walking.
Lurking.
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? He's talking about his house in Newport Beach.
I know
like,
now.
What
yeah.
like what is there like a vision he has? I just am a little
I'm sure there's a clear vision.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But
dude.
at one point I was thinking that there actually was a Butka compound, Tony, in Newport Beach.
Could you imagine, dude? In Santa Monica, dude.
Santa Monica with beers and babes, Tony.
dude. Oh, we also have Danny in the house. He's giving us a nice big let's
Burn it.
go, dude. Where is it? There it is, dude. He says, have a great show. He says, Kev do kick, wait for it. Rocks.
Wow.
Bang, dude. And then we have a new guy in here. Blue Speed 101 says, hey there. What is this podcast about? Daily sports show covering all major sports, specifically golf. Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Jack's
dude.
about golf. It's not appreciated enough. Okay.
And he says that there is a buzzer, by the way, that shaves you right down to the. What were you saying? The
studs.
studs.
Wait, he said this?
He said
Wait,
this.
what's his name?
Blue Speed 101.
Oh, okay.
Coming
I
in
thought,
from
it was
Twitch.
I thought it was a razor name, and then I was thinking,
No.
oh, Prefer is changing his tag again.
Dude, it's so
Uh,
funny. Anyone new, dude? Anyone new? Prefer?
Prefer? Tiger here. This looks like about 10 feet. Michael Riled, Ranger jersey and all. That's a dope
Yeah,
Ranger
dude, that
jersey.
is a great one.
Tiger, can he do it to stay at 1 over? And wow, ice in his veins, Tony.
He did it?
Yeah.
Let's freaking go,
So
dude, while he's
hang in there,
watching.
Tony. I mean, well, I know we go. Oh no, go ahead.
He looks like me.
Yeah.
We played.
He does. And I know, we're going back and forth on this, but I mean, wow, a lot of sweat early on for Tiger here.
I mean,
Warm there
great
at Louisville.
physique, great look.
Looks jacked. Yeah.
Right.
He
I
does
mean, we
still
were
look
saying the
really good.
goatee. I don't know if that's the
Maybe it's a thing right now, just until it's like a playoff beard.
true.
Yeah,
True.
maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
But
You
what?
can't throw the full, or
Right.
do the you know.
I mean, how would you,
Sakic.
Tony, rate his start though? I mean, because I know we're saying we're expecting these bloated numbers. I mean, being at 1 over now, I mean, is that almost for him like almost like not bad, really? Like,
I mean, I guess so. I didn't really think he would be 1 over, honestly.
Like, you thought
I
it
think
was
he'd
gonna
be
be 4
better.
over.
No,
Oh,
better,
okay. 'Cause you were
better,
saying-
dude.
I think originally you said even par.
Yeah,
for round 1.
right. No,
Yeah.
yeah, even par for round 1. But I don't know, dude. Again, leading up to it, after we talked about it yesterday too, I feel like he seemed like he was almost downplaying himself. Almost had
Yeah.
this little like look in his eye.
Right,
Like,
the Tiger look.
I know I'm saying that I'm not 100%, but in the back of my head, I'm thinking I fucking got this.
How about former Ryder Cup captain Luke Donald, Tony? I don't even know how he's still eligible for the PGA Championship, but he's 2 under through 10. So the former world
Wow.
number 1.
It's
also
early on
outside.
here. It's early on. Let's not get too
Kind of
hasty.
riled for Spieth. Though. I want to see him get the career grand slam, honestly.
I'd rather see
If-
Tony Finau win.
I'd rather see Spieth. But Tony would be nice,
Tony
though,
would be
honestly,
nice,
because it seems like one of those things that's not going to happen. Bahadia missing a birdie putt, so he'll remain at 2 over. Tony,
K, dude.
we really could just go PGA watch party all day. Honestly.
I'm honestly kind of down for that, dude. It'd be sick. We can set up
Yeah.
a nice little putting station too. We can practice our putts in here.
Yeah. There you go. Earning for it. And before we switch gears, we're just going to see Finau here. Let's see, from the fairway, second shot, par 4, 424 in the air, and that is on the green, moving a little towards the cup. But it looks like he's going to have about a 20 to 25 footer here for a birdie, which would actually bring him to a tie with Xander at 4 under par, which would be a great start for Tony Finau. Still earning Tony for that first career major.
You think he gets it?
Not this tournament, but of course he'll be right
this
there.
year.
I don't know, but in the next couple, it's tough. There's only 4 a year.
Yeah.
There's so many good golfers. I still can't believe Brooks missed that putt.
What a dick, honestly, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to put my neck out there on the line for him.
I know, but he's gonna have a solid tournament. We know. I think he was. Didn't you just say yesterday he was over par last year after the first round of
The first round, he was like 2 or 3 over. Yeah.
So I mean, he's fine. He's 1 under. All right, I guess he's not fine. Justin Thomas. Wow. So JT missing like a 7-8 footer. I think that was for birdie.
Would you have made that putt?
Yeah. These greens are fast.
Yeah, dude, it's just like, oh my god.
It's so annoying that like we can't like actually know, but I would love to just see from their tees, like same pin positions and stuff. That was for par. So JT even on his front 9, starting on the back. Michael, look how ridiculous does that look? Michael Buck is always talking about iconic, but with that behind the 18th green, looks crazy. But I would like to see, like, because I know we just always throw stuff around, Tony, but if we got to play Valhalla today, same tees, everything. I mean, what do you honestly, same rules too with like the drops and stuff. I mean, is it 150 or no?
Yeah, probably. Are we walking it? Do I get a caddy? Like we're doing the real deal.
Caddy.
Officials and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 158.
Would you think I could sneak in with like a 125 or no?
Yeah, probably. I mean, if I'm shooting 158, like, yeah, you're gonna be doing better than that. I mean,
Xander to extend Tony to 5 under.
That's crazy. Good
this
for
is
him.
only
dude.
like 7-8 feet here.
My mother says good morning, by the way.
Makes it. So Xander Schauffele. Good morning, Mary. Xander Schauffele, 2 shots clear now of Spieth, Finau, and him. Would you be riled for Xander, Tony?
Yeah, I would be. Again, like kind of like maybe a little bit of a return to glory here, but it wasn't my pick. I'd be riled for him, sure.
Tiger starting left on the par 5 18th, coming back to the fairway here. He's set up. So let's see if Tiger can pick up a birdie here before heading to the front 9. And again, he's at +1. But we'll bookmark this and keep you posted with any changes here on the leaderboard. But let's go now to the world, Tony, of the National Hockey League.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots. Top shelf. He scores. Captain with the overtime winner. That's the middle break. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping. Rick Washington made the full split save. Are you kidding me? Turn. Side of the net. Between the legs and they score. Filthy. David Pastrnak. The silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
We go, dude.
Oh gosh, darn it! Did you at least crack a smile when I said that on the comments in the gaming corner?
Oh, of course, dude. I love that line. Is hilarious.
Yeah, it really is. Spieth really down the center, Tony. I really think this might be happening. Honestly, with Spieth.
Really?
You really think it's going to be a complete collapse on the back 9 today?
Rory and Tiger.
Stop it.
We need a Tiger birdie on 18 for me.
Mono, mono, the lawyers.
The lawyers. I can't believe
the one lawyer.
But supposedly they're beefing. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Who's beefing? Tiger and Rory?
I don't know if it's because maybe Rory's like considering live or something, but there's some tension. I guess Rory denied it, but he always lies.
Do you really think that Rory, because people were talking about this, that Rory's going to get this divorce, whatever money he needs, and then
go
sign to live for mad money?
I kind of think he's going to. What do you think, Michael?
I kind of think that would be the move too, right?
Yeah.
What a scumbag. Dude.
Yeah.
That's like the ultimate, like, that's a crazy move by him.
And then if he were to win,
What'd you say? It doesn't seem like that.
But no, but he's one of those people
doesn't?
I think that's a secret snake.
Again, dude.
Honestly,
yeah.
right?
I keep bringing up Full Swing season 2. There's something about him in those interviews, dude. Does not seem right. Doesn't fit with me. Okay, dude.
Yeah. Last golf update for a second. Koepka off the tee on 16, Tony. Looks like it's right down the middle on this par 4, and it will stay on the corner of the fairway here. So good shot there for Brooksy.
There we go, Brooks.
So I think he's fine. I know you're bugging a little bit, Tony, but I think he's fine. He's one under. I mean, he's right where he needs to be.
No, yes, I do. Again, I just was. It would be nice to see
that
him.
birdie. You can't miss 5.
You can't be doing that, dude, this weekend at all.
Yeah, it's too tough. Too much talent in this field. But this is the best. That's why you can't beat major championship golf. But like I said, we'll keep you posted here. Of course, stuff keeps popping up that I just want to talk about.
What do you got?
Finau for birdie on
Let's go.
15, and he makes it.
Let's go, baby.
Tony Finau solo second. 4 under par through his first 6 holes.
My super pick, Michael.
3 straight birdies. How about that, Tony?
Let's go, baby. Tony.
So I believe you had the Stars last night.
I did
the
have the
Avalanche, 5-3. We had a 2-2 tie going in third period, but they outscored Dallas 3-1. Stave off elimination here, Tony. So we get a game 6, I believe, tomorrow.
Correct.
In Colorado. Puncher's chance for the Avs now, or I mean, what are we thinking?
Honestly, dude, yeah, I am thinking puncher's chance here for the Avalanche. I mean, you want to look at this game again. Yes, I think Dallas scored first, I believe. If memory serves me, yes, Joe Pavelski. Oh, actually, Pavelski had this nasty goal. Again, I talk about how often these teams.
Sorry, Tiger on the par 5, trying to get on in 2, just rolled off the back
of the green.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, uphill kind of chip up now.
Uphill chip up, yeah.
Oh.
But I mean, I guess you're lying too.
No, that's true. I'm thinking if I was behind the green on an uphill chip up, then I wouldn't be fine. But Tiger probably would be fine.
Also, you would probably feel pretty good because I mean, you're hitting your third shot on a par 5 and you're at the green.
Yeah. So. But this is when I blow it.
Yeah,
can't make it up the hill. Take 5 strokes.
Now, what were you saying about Pavelski?
Joe Pavelski. I've been saying so much about how so many of these teams have relied on their veteran players. The Hurricanes even being one of them. Here are the Stars. Pavelski. I believe Pavelski he's the current player with the most playoff goals, I think, right now.
Oh, he is. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's him. Career playoff goals, I'm saying, not just this season, not just this playoff.
I didn't know that's
the most tenured playoff player we're going to be finding in the playoffs this year. Tremendous kind of backhand goal there, which beat Georgiev. I think blocker side, I believe, or glove side. Nonetheless. Really?
It's perfect for right now. And it's a mix of Tony and Will Ferrell will star in his first scripted comedy series, Golf. He will play a fictional golf
player.
5 minutes. Will Ferrell.
Come on, are you gonna watch it, baby?
That's per Michael Theophil, and you're gonna have to stay tuned to see if I will tune in to that.
Legendary. If
Don't hold your breath.
Baiting breath, Tony.
It's gone already. That thing's been cycled out.
No, but Michael's saying like, get it back up.
No, yeah, I could.
Timestamps. I mean, what are you, hello? Did you sleep last night, Tony, or what happened?
No.
Lake. You guys, when it's just you two for Gaming Corner, I feel like you guys go till midnight.
Literally, I think we went for close to 4 hours. We played every game we wanted
Who
to
won
too.
Tiger?
We didn't play an actual round. Dude, we played speed golf. Yeah,
On Tiger.
On Tiger
I've
Woods.
done that, but a long time ago. But
Yeah,
so
it was
fun.
sick,
Yeah.
dude.
It's a fun way to like warm up, and then you can play the full 18.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that is awesome, honestly. Yeah, those old games are the best.
really.
It's the same
Mechanics.
mechanics as
Yeah,
yours.
like just the swing.
I feel like it's better though, to be honest. Like,
Honestly, yeah.
yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I
had way
think,
more
yeah,
fun.
yeah,
Yeah, so much fun, dude.
yeah.
And again, Zach and I were talking about before the show too, like those older video games that have like Like those like weird game modes or like
Right.
mini games you can play. Don't have that in sports games anymore.
Well,
dude.
because literally, like they'll just like, oh, we got to change it up, so we're just gonna take out something that is good for the game, but we
Yeah.
want it to be different, so we're gonna take it out. Like
Yeah.
when Madden took out the franchise mode. I mean, how
Yeah,
ridiculous
what are you
was that? I
doing,
mean, it's
dude?
back now,
Right.
but the fact that they even thought that was a good idea is just
So
insane. I
stupid,
mean, how
dude.
bored are they in the creative room? over
So
there?
they rather just do my players and have like in-game purchases. Buy this,
Yeah.
buy that, buy your game, and then spend more money after you buy the game.
Insane, Tony.
Ridiculous,
But
dude.
you really don't think the Avs tomorrow at least force the game 7?
No, I do think so.
Okay,
Puncher's chance
okay.
for the
Puncher's
Avs,
chance,
honestly. I'm
okay.
feeling real good about them right now. Jake Ottinger, that third period, he let up
like a Christmas tree.
literally, dude. Like, I want to say it was the McCarr unassisted goal was sick by McCarr, but also like he just beat Ottinger. Same thing with the McKinnon goal, too, to put him up 5-3. I mean, he just got beat, dude. Like he was getting beat in that third period,
That's
which
beat,
is
dude.
beat. You talk about fucking
That's just beat.
Michael. But yeah, dude, again, like you're looking at someone who's been, crispy smooth, literally has been talked about as like Jake Ottinger has been a brick wall in between the pipes for the Stars. And honestly, kind of like, the Rangers, maybe. I think that like the Stars came in this third period. It was tie game at 2-2, and they were thinking, hey, we've been playing really well. We've been getting opportunities on the power play. Ottinger's behind us right now. We can't lose. I think they maybe had that sense of latency, complacency, whatever you want to say, Michael. That's right. Repeat that again. But that third period, Casey Middlestat, a minute and a half in, ripping a goal. And then I want to say the Middlestat goal was that one where he like bounced it off the back of Ottinger. That was kind of crazy, dude. But yeah, I mean, I think the Avs played really well. Again, to do this in Dallas too, I think spoke dividends. And saw that that again, Ottinger is like human. He can be kind of beat because I don't think he really looked like as bad as he did yesterday ever in the playoffs. So I would give Colorado back at home too in Colorado. I mean, that's gonna be a really tough game for Dallas. I doubt that the Stars are gonna win.
There's gonna be a game 7.
There's gonna be game 7, dude.
Yeah,
It's gonna be in Dallas. I don't think they're gonna win, but there's gonna be game 7.
and you know where there better not be a game 7 is Madison Square Garden, because the Rangers back tonight in it's Raleigh. Is that how you say it?
Raleigh.
No, because
Is it Raleigh?
but I think I used to say that's okay. Because my sister one time was saying because I was saying it wrong, which kind of runs in my family at times. But so it's Raleigh.
Raleigh.
I don't know why I always said Raleigh.
No, wait, no.
Tiger.
Isn't it Raleigh? Raleigh. Not Raleigh, like the baseball company,
though. Right? It's Raleigh. Right, Michael?
Raleigh.
Yeah. But I'm saying I would
Raleigh?
say rally.
It's not a rally.
Like literally like a
You're not going to
rally.
Raleigh. You're going to
It's Raleigh. Tiger's gonna have about 12
Raleigh,
feet for birdie, by the
Raleigh.
way.
12 foot. You think he makes it?
Yeah.
I don't
And
think
it-
it's Raleigh though.
Wait,
Is it Raleigh?
Did you
Raleigh?
hear what I was saying
Raleigh.
though?
Yeah, Tiger.
All caps,
I'm
Tiger.
here for it.
I don't know why I just thought that was so funny.
I know, it's great.
Oh man. But yeah, like Tony, I mean, let's talk about this for a second. I mean, obviously, I think there wasn't really anything to really hang your head on for game 4. Game 5, though, especially third period. I mean, that was as unacceptable as we've seen the Rangers play in a long time. Now, but also, I mean, the previous game too, the offense didn't come easily. I mean, what adjustments are you thinking they're making, expecting to see, come the first period tonight? I mean, what is changing tonight that is gonna, pay off for the Rangers down the stretch?
I mean, to be honest, it's so tough to answer that question. Because when you really look at it, if you really want to break the series down, I mean, the Rangers have been playing such great hockey. Again, you want to look back here to game 5. I mean, they blew it. Is really what it boiled down to. That third period was their fault. And again, I kind of, like I was saying, almost like with the Stars. I mean, the Rangers did it first, where they came out with a 1-0 lead, and for some reason just thought that they can kind of just play back or play defense or hold on. It seemed like they rather have held on to that 1-0 lead than try to score more.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, Hurricanes, so many opportunities, and then it was just snowballed from there. Because again, I mean, not to say that the Rangers didn't make their mistakes, but I mean, you leave the door open for a team like the Hurricanes. I mean, they're going to sprint through it. That's exactly what they did. When it rains, it pours, Brian. So, I mean, I think that's really the biggest adjustment I want to see. Because again, I mean, you're going that third period 1-0. If they keep playing the game like they did play the first two periods, they're probably gonna win that game 3-1. It's not like it's so annoying. It really is annoying, and it's so odd to me because I'm like thinking about it. I'm hearing people talk about it. I'm watching PK Subban on the fucking Pat McAfee show in his goddamn bathrobe on a webcam. It really is pathetic what they. I
think Subban's more annoying than McAfee, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I've never liked Subban. Never liked him as a player. I think that's the
biggest thing. The Devils,
loser Canadiens, dude. Even too
Nashville, right?
Nashville as well.
Originated with
the Canadiens.
The Canadiens.
Okay. Yeah.
Tiger for birdie.
Tiger for birdie.
Michael looking on. Let's see what we got here. Setting up here on number 18.
Taking his
Obviously
time.
Started on number 10 here. Tiger about to take the putter back. Ball is heading towards the cup. Oh my God, Michael. What, a half ball to the left on that one? Right? I mean, that was the line, the speed, everything was right there, but just a little left. I mean, they can't just give him that. I mean, come on.
Isn't that a gimme?
But
yeah. So I really think, again, I look at that third period and how they kind of came out, and they were just, again, like, it seemed like they just were cool with getting the neutral zone, dumping the puck in, wasting time, whatever. And I would love to know whose idea that was, because I feel like that's not a Laviolette move, Brian.
It's a Gerard Gallant move.
Yeah, it's a David Quinn move.
Right.
Okay, like it's not
John Tortorella. Wow, Rory missing his par putt.
Let's go.
Gonna drop to 1 under from 2 under.
Thank God, dude. The divorce papers, the prenup, dude. About it.
Yeah, he is.
So I just think, again, like, I don't understand whose idea that was. It does not seem like it was a Laviolette move, because, again, I mean, we've seen his intensity all season long. Like, why would it have stopped in the third period of an elimination game here? So I don't know if maybe just the Rangers resorted back to that, but they need somebody to step up in that instance. And I'm going to be looking at the guy's jersey who I'm wearing today, number 20, baby, Chris Kreider.
The alternate captain.
The alternate captain. It's kind of funny how it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, dude, I mean, I think that they just need to come out firing, and they just really set the tone and just keep that pace up, foot on the pedal, throat down, dude. All right. Throttle it, gas is on the right, and just don't ever look back is what they need. Because they outplayed the Hurricanes like this series. Obviously, I mean, they're a game up, so you can obviously say that, but again, the game 4 loss, a fluke, the game 5 loss, your fault. Let's step it up, dude. Let's get some big hits, set the tone, score early on, assert ourselves, force a power play, score again, and just keep going, dude.
Yeah. No, exactly. Don't trail. No reason to trail.
No reason to ever trail in this game.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna.
No, exactly. So, it's at this point, I mean, it's just a business trip to Raleigh, Tony.
A nice little business trip.
So let's fucking go. And it is time, Tony, for an abbreviated full-on hockey frenzy.
Gosh darn it. I love hearing this music, Brian. It's a beautiful Thursday around here in the NHL for DTV, for TCA, for everybody involved here. So let's get started off here with the game. 7 p.m. We were just talking about a TNT, the Hurricanes. Obviously, they're home here, so they're still favorited. Minus 165 over there in Raleigh, North Carolina, PNC Arena. ESPN, by the way, tickets as low as $16.
That's not right.
That can't be
That's
right.
the watch party.
That got to be the watch party at MSG, which honestly seems really cheap for MSG, even for a watch party. Over under, as it's been 5.5. My question to you is, what is your final score? Over under? What do you got?
I am gonna go with what I thought last game would look like, 3-1. I think it's a scenario where maybe a goal apiece first period. I could see Gensel, maybe even, unfortunately, striking pay dirt first, but Mr. Kreider with the answer probably a couple minutes after that. And then I think we go Artie in the second period, and to finish it off, Vincent Trocheck at his former team's arena, third period with like 5 minutes left. Rangers on to the Eastern Conference Finals, 3-1. So that's the Rangers, that's the under, and that's the Eastern Conference Finals.
Absolutely love that freaking pick, Brian. I think it's gonna be a little closer here. I say the Rangers take this game 3-2. Kreider gets the goal scoring off early and often for the Rangers. First period power play goal, maybe a Jimmy Vesey second period goal out of nowhere from the fourth line. And I say he bookends this game with another goal in the third period. Chris Kreider, 2 goals. Let's freaking go. Rangers move on. They win this game 3-2. Matthew Ryan has been silenced. Next game here, 10 p.m. Another pick'em game here for Brian. TNT, the back-to-back, you know the deal. Another series here that's been very exciting in Canada. Vancouver, British Columbia here. Series tie 2-2. The Canucks are at home against the Oilers. Vancouver plus money at home, which is crazy. Vegas is so fucked with these numbers here. But they're plus 125. Over-under is 6.5. We know the Oilers coming off of a victory here where the Canucks collapsed. Had the lead, tied it up, lost it. What do you think the Oilers do here tonight, 10 p.m.? What do you got?
I think this is a shootout. I think we are going to see the Oilers in overtime, 5-4. You're going to see Hyman, the game winner. Oilers headed back to Edmonton, Game 6, with a chance to go to the Western Conference Finals for the second time in the last 3 years.
Absolutely hate that pick there, Brian. I don't think Oilers at all, dude. I'm thinking Vancouver.
OB off the tee. We'll have to keep you posted on that.
OB.
Yes.
Really, dude?
He's thinking.
His phone was ringing in his pocket. Who was it? It's the lawyer. You lost it all. Give me
that phone call cost $50,000.
Give me the Canucks here in Vancouver. Another series here where we see the team who's better leaving the door open for a team like the Oilers. I think the Vancouvers slam that door tonight. Give me Seeloffs, okay, the goaltender for the Canucks, coming out of the woodworks here, replacing Demko. I say he is on his freaking head. Gives up 1 goal, I guess, because it's fine to say that. But Vancouver wins this game 4-1, dominant. Give me Canucks and the under. Skinner and Picard suck.
And just like that, that is your abbreviated full-on hockey frenzy. Of course, let's go Rangers. It is their time. And let's get the job done tonight, right, Tony?
Oh, absolutely, dude. Like you said, business trip.
Business
North
trip.
Carolina,
It's short flight.
Short flight.
Be back in New York by midnight.
A velo.
Don't even need to do that. But let's go now to the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it! Yep. And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game. Out of sight. And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout. Too deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. So the Yankees continuing their winning ways last night in Minnesota. Second game of
Yankees
this
win.
series, as they do win 4-0 here. Marcus Stroman, a quality start, going 6 shutout innings. So just what the doctor ordered there. Only 2 hits allowed, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. ERA now down to 3.33. Aaron Judge has been absolutely on fire. How about 4 for 4? A home run in the first inning that I believe was 470 feet to center field, which is insane. Also had a walk as well. So really has been, I think they said the last 25 games or so, his OPS is 1,300, which is insane. You had 2 hits from Verdugo, 2 hits from Stanton. Everybody actually in the lineup with a hit other than Anthony Rizzo. So nice to see the lineup top to bottom contributing. 13 hits, which is great. You hit 333 with runners in scoring position, 515. So showing the amount of traffic you have on the bases. So you gotta love that. I just think that the whole key is here the fact that Judge is on fire. That's what's really catapulting the Yankees forward to have that in the middle of your lineup. Volpe hitting again, which is great. After that little slide he had. And how about the rejuvenation story? We had talked about this a little bit before, Tony. Luke Weaver, 2 scoreless innings out of the pen, ERA sitting at 2.25. He was a guy that was DFA'd last year. And now is a very valuable multi-inning reliever and even could be a starter for the Yankees if they needed to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you said it, dude. Rejuvenation. I mean, that's sick, dude. And I wonder, honestly, because I think they were talking about on the broadcast about him potentially, filling in a starting position role, which I think would be very interesting. But 2 innings, gave up only 2 hits. I think he had 3 strikeouts, right? Too. I mean, pretty efficient.
91 pitches.
Had some good stuff. Are you talking about Stroman, you mean?
Yeah.
I was talking about Weaver.
Oh, Weaver. Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
2 innings, 31 pitches.
But
yes.
I guess if you want to talk about Stroman, I will say
better than you thought.
I mean, yeah, obviously. I mean, 6 innings, no one runs. I mean,
what else? What else you
that's
want?
Great, dude. Are you freaking kidding me?
So you think maybe, the hesitation with him, not to say I didn't have some myself, might have been overblown?
Well, I mean, it's still a long season. It's early on.
But you're thinking his Mets tenure, the option,
But I mean, we'll see. Time will tell, certainly. But again, I mean, he's looking really good. Minnesota, I know, I guess they're not great, but I mean, they're not a terrible team by any means. I mean, they have obviously, you want to talk about Lopez, whatever, but in terms of their lineup, I mean, they have some hitters in there that, I feel like I would have thought with Stroman on the Mets probably would have an issue, honestly, getting through at least like second, third time to the lineup.
Right.
But again, I mean, he was fine. I mean, only 2 hits, dude, is very impressive, especially for, someone like someone like him, who's a pitcher who wants contact, who forces a lot of contact. A lot of times you'll see good lineups with good batters, literally like get those balls into play and end up getting base hits. But Stroman was on top of it enough to keep it going. And I honestly, when I feel like he could have went longer.
Yeah.
I feel like I was surprised to not see him out there in the 7th.
Yeah. I think it's just one of those things, they didn't want, to run into trouble.
Would you have put him out there in the 7th?
Honestly, I kind of like taking him out because I just think, he it's tough for him to go deep into games, and you had just opened up a 4-0 lead due to the Judge double as Tiger finds the rough here on 10, or I guess 1, but his 10th hole. So I just think, you're up 4-0. He gave you 6 scoreless. I could see why it's like, okay, let's not ruin it. And I think that was clearly a good thing. And like I said with Weaver, I mean, the Yankees have needed Weaver to be the guy that he's been, due to some injuries in the pen. Obviously, Loizaga, Canely hasn't pitched all year, Trevino. So you've needed somebody else to step up, and Luke Weaver has given you that. And then I just think too, for this offense, I mean, I just feel like it's just really churning now. The fact that Pablo Lopez, was an all-star last year. We know the type of pitcher he is. They got 10 hits off of him. So just showing that they're comfortable. And I don't know if you heard, it's obviously we've seen the Yankees have success, against the Twins before, but they were talking about this on DNR this morning. I don't know if you heard this or not, but take a guess how many wins they have over their last 162 games played against the Twins.
Oh, I heard it's like 115 or
118.
Something. Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
So it's just anytime you need it, it's there, which is great. So I feel amazing. 29-15, you would think Cole within the month. Dominguez already is rehabbing. And Stanton's hitting 2 hits again last night.
Yeah, no, that's dope, dude.
So I think it's just,
so you love Stanton now.
I mean, he's now, I mean, we're talking about something. I mean, his average is up to 243. I mean, I was thinking he was on the other side of 200.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
crazy.
There's time left, but the fact too, it doesn't have to be home runs. He had an RBI single, 2 outs. I mean, and I think, who was it this morning? I think it was Dave was saying, yes, he's giving you everything you would have hoped for, but concerns like, well, can he hit high level pitching in the postseason, which I've mentioned to you before.
Yeah, and I guess we'll see. Which, I mean, again,
postseason
he's been great.
Good.
But yeah, postseason numbers have been great. Most of his career. So I mean, you want to kind of rely on that to kind of project what he would look like. But again, we'll see. I mean, I feel like I know we spoke about him not hitting like great pitches, not being able to. But I feel like recently he has been hitting like 97, like
a couple
98,
times. Yeah,
like, and he's getting hits on it. So
yeah.
maybe it'll come around. I
He
don't
just
know.
can't hit a slider that's 10
Or
feet off
away.
the plate.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
Which I don't think anybody can, because like you'd have to
Apparently
be on the
not,
other side of
yeah.
the batter's box. But yeah, no. So I am jacked up, and I also feel like too. I mean, the schedule is manageable. You got one more game with Minnesota actually this afternoon. So a finale here, a matinee in Minnesota. Clark Schmidt versus Joe Ryan before the Yankees return home. Series against the White Sox and Mariners, which obviously I think plays to their strengths. And just to give you an idea of the lineup today, Tony, you got Volpe leading off, Judge batting Soto batting second, Judge batting third at DH, Verdugo in left, Torres at second, Rizzo at first, Austin Wells starting at catcher. They go with John Birdie at third base and Trent Grisham, Tony, getting a start in center field. So, a couple guys getting rest. And, I think it's just one of those things. These games, I do kind of think sometimes they're tough. The matinee on the road, heading home.
So you're nervous?
Not nervous, but I just think it's like, you want to be dialed from the start here, and you want to go home. I mean, talk about some momentum, Tony, to go home fresh off a sweep, another series victory, and then to have that type of schedule coming up. I mean, I really think that plays to their strengths. So it's White Sox for 3, Mariners for 4. And then on the road, where I will see them in sunny San Diego 1 week from today.
That's pretty sick.
Is when I go, and then that series is Friday to Sunday, and I'll be at the Friday and Saturday games. And then they will head to play the Angels and the San Francisco Giants after that. So quite the West Coast trip for the Yankees. And with the win yesterday, remaining in first place in the American League East. So all you could hope for there. So yeah, let's go and let's keep the good times rolling. Mets, tough one yesterday against the Phillies, Tony. I know you're tight, but I mean, anything you want to get off your chest about that one?
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I think if you really want to start off at the tip top here, I mean, why are we starting Joey Lucchesi? I think is probably number one. And I understand that obviously, especially with how Hauser sucked, which, wow, who saw that coming, but how much he sucked, you try to like mix things up, in your rotation. You have Buteau, who's like kind of like an on the fringe pitcher. Like, how much do you really trust him? Didn't have a great start last time out. And of course, you have Scott out there, who, seems great, but, he's only had 2 starts in his entire career. He's 24 years old. So you don't know, trying different things. But Joey Lucchesi, I mean, like, are we kidding? Like, he's been in the organization with the Mets for however many years, dude, and he's never been good. Okay. Mm-hmm. And one of his biggest struggles is his command, and he walks a lot. And wouldn't you know it, he walked a lot yesterday, started giving up runs immediately. And again, like, kind of started off like how many Mets games have, honestly, where the Mets do start scoring first, which is great. You had Ventos in the lineup yesterday. He started at third base, looked pretty good at home plate. With he's 2 for 4 on the night, and like I say, started off the scoring off in the first, with an RBI double here. So you're thinking, Ranger Suarez again, who's been solid all year, almost like Pablo Lopez, honestly, giving up hits right away. They give up a single to Martinez and a single to Lindor. I think he may even walked Lindor actually. But nonetheless, I mean, you go up 1-0 like that. You got Vientos, who is a bat who you've been wishing to kind of come around here for the Mets. Especially, I think he was, projected to be our DH, and obviously bring in Martinez. He's been the DH, but you're expecting Martinez to pass down some knowledge. Vientos looking great at the plate, so you're happy there. But of course, you want to fast forward now to just the bottom of the first, a half inning later. You have Bryce Harper taking a sinker over the middle of the plate, going absolute yard, almost 400 feet left field, ties it up at 1. And I mean, it was pretty much chalk up from there. Again, you can say, third inning, where you had Alonso, I think, hit a double, whatever outfielder totally like botched a throw to second. I want to say it was Rojas, maybe even Patchy. but botched a throw to second. Alonso, rightfully so, goes to third. Suarez, again, wild pitch brings in Alonso. You're thinking 2-1, and you're thinking, wow, Suarez looks terrible. Our bats look pretty solid. Hopefully, Joey can just settle it down and figure it out. And he kind of did it for the fourth inning, but then the fifth inning came, and he starts off with, I think, back-to-back walks in the fifth inning. Start the inning off. Gives up, and then I think a hit to, I want to say it was Rojas, maybe, gave up a hit. So you had runners, bases juiced here, nobody out. He walks Kyle Schwarber, which Kyle Schwarber, again, you would think about someone who's relatively easy to strike out. He's led the league in strikeouts. How many? I think 2 times the past 3 years. So figure it out. He gives up an RBI single to Real Muto, gives up a RBI double to Harper, and then. But some of these plays here, the single to right is fine from Real Muto. Right? That was just a hit. That was, obviously Lucchese's fault. I think the double center too. But then the ground out to third, that ended up being scoring Stott and Sosa was a terrible play from Lucchese. He grounded out right to him. Lucchese tries to make a play at third for some reason. No time. Vientos isn't even at third, by the way.
So he's just not paying attention.
Not paying attention. Yeah. So doesn't make a play anywhere. Gives up a run, get no outs still here. So it's so stupid. And the next play, Schwarber reaches an infield single. I believe that was like a liner to Lindor, or a grounder to Lindor, who picks up the ball, drops it immediately. No play there. You had really stupid errors in the field, honestly, stupid bonehead errors in the infield, mind you, by Lindor, by Vientos, by Lucchese, these things that could certainly limit the damage. You go on again, you try to come back in the latter half of this game too, where you score a few runs. JD hits another dinger. McNeil had a great RBI double too. And you score 5 runs. I mean, think about it. If Lucchese, if you're infield, if you made some fielding plays in that 5th inning, yeah, maybe you end up losing this game 7-5 at the end of the day, but still, it's you're making it more of a game. You're literally shooting yourself in the foot here by blowing it, dude. And it really is embarrassing. I mean, because of that, Lucchese only lasts 4 1/3, doesn't even get past the 5th inning. 5 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, which again, we talked about it. I mean, that's been his entire career, is giving up too many walks, and wouldn't you know, he still is. And it's his first start. His first start of the season. You're gonna put him against a Phillies team that's on fire, mind you. And then you bring in Grant Hartwig, and I guess maybe again, I don't know what Mendoza was thinking to bring in Hartwig. Maybe he just thought at this point the game is chalk. Why even spend it? Because you're down, what was it, 7-2, I think, after the 5th, 5-2 after the 5th. So he brings in Hartwig, whatever, gives up 2 runs. I haven't seen much of Hartwig, I feel like, this season. Again, I feel like we've been seeing a lot of Garrett, a lot of Reed Foley, a little bit of Drew Smith before his injury. But I mean, I'm trying to think that regular season so far. He has 4 2/3. I guess we've seen him one other outing because he clocked in, I think, or 2 innings, I think, yesterday. 3 earned runs, give him a home run so far in the year. 2 of those runs were yesterday. Again, why are you bringing in these pitchers that you've never really pitched this season yet against a team that's looking so good? That is literally like they're in mid-season form with the way they've been hitting, the way they've been pitching. It's just odd to me that this was the idea that Mendoza had. And of course, Hauser ends up closing out this game, the 8th and the 9th here. Gives up 3 runs that, the Phillies just never stopped hitting. I think they had 10 hits total as a team. Yes, 10 hits total as a team. Literally did a great job from the first inning all the way to the 9th. They've been on fire. Great for them. Schwarber continues to hit pretty well, at least scoring runs anyway. I'm sure his average isn't great. Bohm has been killing it. Bohm, I know, has been batting .331 in the year. He was 1 for 4 last night. And I know Harper, too, has been pretty solid. I don't know what his average is. It's got to be below 300, but up there. But he was 3 for 5 last night with the dinger, 3 RBIs. Their lineup has been so hot this whole season, really. It's, I guess, good for them. But the Mets really blew it in my eyes. Like I was saying, the kerfuffles on defense. And again, I don't know. I feel like Mendoza, I heard him after the game. He's like, oh, yeah, well, right now the team just isn't really playing. They just don't have good chemistry. And that's going to really be prominent or obvious when you play great teams. It's like, all right, well, why don't you start anyone else besides Joey Lucchesi? Anyone else out of the bullpen besides someone you've barely seen all year? Like, I just feel like he set the Mets up for failure.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, like you lost the first 2 games of the series, but there's 2 more. You're in Philadelphia. You know, you could win one here and not let it get too far away from you. Suarez wasn't pitching well. Like, you hit well. You had 9 hits as a team. You scored 5 runs. You were 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position, which, again, seems to be a problem with the Mets again this season. Another thing Zach and I talked about before the show, too. I feel like every time that they have the opportunity, they go 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Which is absolutely just
not going to win anything.
Maddening, dude. And again, like, try to take it back. Like, Vientos was hot, 2 for 4 last night with an RBI. Martinez remains to be hitting well, 2 for 5 at the DH position. How do you not string along some more runs there? I think I think it was the 6th inning or the 7th inning, with Alonso's, with that triple he led off the inning with. You had a runner on third. I think you, at one point in that inning, you had runners on second and third with no outs, dude. Or runners on first and third with no outs. And you walk away with 1 run that was scored on a wild pitch.
Crazy.
Like, what are you doing there? How do you not score more? Those are the innings you take advantage of to really tack on. I'm sick and fucking tired of seeing Harrison Bader striking out looking and then McNeil striking out swinging right after him when we have runners on base. So you got to figure it out. The bottom of the lineup is bad. Obviously, your defense, you can't be making mistakes. You're not good enough to be making mistakes out in the field. So, I mean, they got to figure it out. You got another game here, game 4 against the Phillies, a wraparound. You're in Philadelphia. Quintana on the mound, a familiar face for the Phillies, and Taijuan Walker, who, of course, I mean, I guess he's not. I don't think his ERA is that high. I have to check his ERA, but I know he's been winning games.
Yeah, I feel like he's been pitching well or no. It's either he's pitching well or he's getting popped. It's not.
So it looks like 4.82 ERA right now.
Yeah,
but he's 3-0 because the Phillies hit well.
Okay.
And again, look at his last start. Miami, 6 innings, 1 earned run. Must have got off to a poor start because his last 2 starts, San Francisco, 6 1/3, 3 earned runs, quality start right there. And I said the Miami one too. So seems to be coming around. And again, with the way the Mets have been hitting, you'd imagine he can replicate something along the lines of his last 2 starts. So kind of tough there, dude, to be positive really about anything in the Mets organization. And again, it just seems like Mendoza, I mean, I understand he's getting dealt a tough hand here, but you got to figure something out with your rotation.
Yeah.
I can't see Joey Lucchesi again.
What is that?
I mean, that's a great question. Because like I said, like, Hauser in the bullpen seems to be probably more of a permanent thing here, and rightfully so, because the guy can barely labor through 3 innings. But I mean, I don't know. I would imagine if I'm him, my answer would be to not start some 30-year-old pitcher that's been in an organization for 4 years. I'd rather start some young guy. I'd rather bring somebody up. I don't care if he gets popped. Just get him out there and get him some looks.
Yeah.
Because I understand, like, my whole argument for Lucchesi is barely pitched and the Phillies are hot. But again, like, him going out there and sucking isn't helping anything at all. If you bring up some young guy, you never know, you may capture lightning in a bottle. And at the very least, he's getting major league at bats. He's looking at major league at bats. He's getting a major league start here. So I would bring up, again, some type of prospect who's a pitcher. Like, that's the only thing I'd say. Or Mike Vasil. Why not, dude? We talked about him quite a few times. I know we've said he's not ready for the majors, but hey, I mean, like, trial by fire.
Right? And you do notice sometimes guys don't have good AAA numbers, and then actually come up here and nasty.
And honestly, in my opinion, like, I feel like Scott, like, he had solid AAA numbers this year, but up until then, like, he really wasn't a name on people's radar necessarily.
You gotta be given a chance, otherwise you'll never know. We always
Michael
talked about it before, like with basketball, it's a run
situation. Like,
he knows it.
And Joey Lucchesi, I know what he's going to do. I know he's going to give up 4 walks. Like, I know he's going to give up runs.
If Matt Blake worked with him, you think he would be a solid, like, multi-inning reliever, though, or no?
Lucchesi?
Yeah. Or you think he's just that bad?
I think he is that bad. It's not even that, again, like, it's not even that he gets into trouble where he could be a middle relief guy because his longevity isn't there. He's just not there.
He's just not
Every time he starts, I feel like he's up a run in the first inning.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough.
It is really tough, dude. And again, he's had, like, short glimpses where we've seen, like, 6 innings, 1 earned run, whatever, but it's too few and far between the garbage starts. and it's just no success. Dude.
Is it beat down today? You know, former Matt on the mound. You know, Quintana hammered. I mean, is that the kiss of death for you, Tony?
I mean, a little bit.
Like
dude.
the days ago effort.
Quintana here, I mean, needs a great start.
Yeah,
needs it, dude. Honestly, if the Mets do get blown out, though, it is. Like, I would rather them literally. I'd rather have Jose here have a great start and the Mets lose 2-0.
You're right.
Than for Taijuan Walker to just like do really well.
Yeah,
and they get blown out.
Alonso,
Quintana,
golden
dude,
sombrero.
Like, yeah, dude. And again, I feel like Walker in the past, thinking about it, maybe his first start like 2 years ago wasn't great, but I think he's pitched well against the Mets. Since he's left the team,
which is obviously tough.
Which is tough, dude.
Yeah. So,
so I mean, it is what it is at this point, but I don't know, dude.
It's just tough. It's so early, but you feel like you're just done.
Literally, you're so in the dumps, dude.
Yeah, it's Cohen tweeting. I mean,
did he tweet some more yesterday, dude?
Just alluding to like, oh, don't worry, like moves are gonna be made, but not for a little bit. So it's like, well, how does that make anybody feel any better?
It doesn't make anything good at all, dude. You're 4 games under 500 now, and it's just not looking good, dude. It's not looking good at all.
So who knows? You know, lightning in a bottle potentially with Quintana later this evening.
I don't think so, though.
We'll see. And we will have an abbreviated, full-on baseball frenzy, Tony.
Try to get excited for this one, Brian.
I'll go first.
Yeah, dude.
Coming from the comfy confines of Target Fields, we're going to see the Yankees complete the sweep against the Minnesota Twins. Yankees winning over the Twins, something that we're used to. We talked about the 118 wins over the last 162 games against Minnesota. Clark Schmidt, great his last time out. I think it was his longest start of the season, almost 7 innings. I believe it was 6 2/3. You know, maybe this one is 5 2/3, 2 earned. But the offense, as Tiger rips one out of the bunker here, looks like a pretty good shot. And I think we're gonna see Soto go deep. I think Judge, another couple of hits. Maybe Volpe hitting a home run as well. And I think this is easy, maybe tight early, Tony. But I think the Yankees end up winning this game. Holmes with the save. Yankees win this game. We're going to say 7-4. So the Yankees and the over.
For their 119th win, dude.
In the last 162 games against Minnesota.
All right. Let's go, dude. It's 6:40 p.m. Citizens Bank Park here. The Mets here on the money line, plus 120. I don't know what Vegas knows, but I would have had the Mets pegged for plus 500, dude.
Wow.
And then maybe I'm thinking about putting money. Maybe I'll think about it, dude.
Tight.
But give me the Mets tonight here. I'm feeling it right now. Taijuan Walker, an absolute goose egg, dude. He's getting tattooed on that mound. Maybe 3 1/3, giving up 6 earned runs,
Booed
dude.
by the Philly fans.
Booed at Citizens Bank. Mets fans laughing their ass off. Taijuan tight.
Philly's getting the last laugh with the most wins in the majors.
It doesn't matter, though, because they'll be losing here in the 4th game of this long leg of a series here. And I want dingers from Alonso, from Lindor, Bader with a dinger as well, dude. And JD keeping that streak going. A nice 3 for 5 night for him with a couple RBIs. As the Mets take this one to the bank, brother. They win this game 5-1. Give me Mets and the under.
All right, next game up here. I am going to go with the Dodgers up against the Reds. Suter versus Glasnow. I think this is easy, and I think the Dodgers will blow out the Reds. At Chavez Ravine, let's say 8-2. So the Dodgers and the over.
Dodgers and the over. Wouldn't you know it, dude? Tyler Glasnow, dude. I heard a tremendous, wonderful story about how he's met his girlfriend, dude. But nonetheless, here, next pick
is
here.
Is her name Erica McElroy or not?
The what?
Is her name Erica McElroy?
Is it?
Obviously it was a joke, but like you're just trying to make me look like the asshole. Unbelievable, right, Michael? Head in the clouds, thinking about lunch.
I'm starving right now. Let's go now. Speaking of starving, dude, we're going to be going to Jesus.
Not many games.
I know, not many games. I guess Houston. Let's go to Minute Maid Park. I'll get some fucking lemonade,
bench
dude.
Alonso again, by the way.
Basically bench Alonso. Dude, I'm fucking telling you right now, do not bench Alonso, dude.
Were you going to Citizens Bank?
You know what, dude? He probably did pretty well in fantasy yesterday with the triple. All right.
All right.
Fucking Josh B, dude. Give me the Astros. Javier sucks. A's also suck though. I guess
have been hot though since the Yankees beat him up.
I know, dude. So give me the Astros here. They're -210 at home. The over/under is what you ask me, Brian. I believe it's 6.5. Let's double check right now. It is 9.5. Good God, putting a lot of scoring here. You mentioned the hot bats of the Astros. Looking for the 4-game sweep here against the A's. They're going to get it. The over/under, though, I feel like it's going to hit the under. I can give the Astros a win here, maybe 5-2, 6-0, maybe. Give me Astros and the under. And I guess, give me Altuve with like a 4-for-5 night. He's been a little quiet on my fantasy team, Josh. I've been sucking this week. I'm kind of pissed about it. Give me the Astros. Give me the under. What's your next game, Brian?
Next game, final game. You know what? Give me the Rays over the Red Sox. A dandy of a pitching matchup here. Zach Littell versus Cooper Criswell, Tony. And I just think the Rays, are the slightly better team. I think you could say these teams are somewhat evenly matched. The Rays have won 2 out of the first 3 games, all 1-run games, by the way. So let's take the series here for Tampa. Littell 6 scoreless, lower scoring than we're used to seeing at Fenway. Rays 4-1 over Boston.
I like that call on the Rays, dude. Fuck Boston. Let's go to now, I guess, the Chicago. That's the last game here.
Last
Pirates
game, final game,
taking
the only
on
game.
the Cubs, 7:40 p.m. Chicago. -130 here in the money line. Over under set at 7.5, Brian. ESPN matchup predictor is the Cubs. 65.3% chance of winning this one. Christopher Morel, Nico Herner, definitely banged up the Mets when they were playing them. But they just dropped 2 games to Atlanta. Pirates dropping 2 games back-to-back to Milwaukee, giving up 10 runs yesterday. My goodness gracious Lord. This is going to be the 4th time these 2 teams see each other. The Cubs did beat up on the Pirates last series around town. I said the Pirates bounce back. Offensive explosion. Justin Steele is an absolute bum on the mound. Hasn't had 1 victory, 4.73 ERA. Give me O'Neal Cruz. Connor Joe heating up too. I say Pirates win this one. I said offensive explosion. They win this game. I'm going to say 8-3. Pirates and the over. Wrigley, Bill Murray, sad.
And just like that, that is your baseball frenzy. Tiger with a approach shot that gives him about 5 feet to save par. I believe he's on his 12th hole, if I'm not mistaken. So looking to remain at 1 over and maybe work his way to even par, or God forbid, 1 under par. We'll have to see. Xander's still leading at 6 under. He's through 12, started on the back, obviously playing the front now. Tony Finau 2 shots back. He's through 8 again, starting on the back. And then a little bit of a surprise here. Tied for 3rd, you have Robert McIntyre and Taylor Moore, both at 3 under. They started their rounds on the front. Jordan Spieth just had a bogey, so he's 2 under through 8, starting on the back. And Justin Rose putting now for birdie here, and he just misses it, so he's going to remain at +1. So a crowded leaderboard. So much excitement here. 2nd major of the season. Revisionist history, Tony. Day 1 leader. And obviously, Schauffele's leading now. Will he be end of the day? Yeah?
Yeah, I do think so.
What is that number?
I can see 5 under, 4 under, 4 under.
4 under.
4
okay.
under.
Rory back to 1 under after a bogey on 17, his 8th hole. So he's now on the par 4 first. Robert McIntyre to move into a tie for 2nd place, and he just misses that birdie putt.
McIntyre, what the hell?
He's going to remain in a tie for 3rd.
How about Steven Yeager up there?
Steven Yeager is up there, missed a short birdie putt, of course. Luke Donald, got to give it to the grizzled vet, Tony. He's 2 under through 13. On the day, he's carded 4 birdies and 2 bogeys. And let's see, just missing a 50-foot birdie putt on 14. So Luke Donald, I feel like all these, like if we're not going to have our guys going into this who we picked, I feel like I will always go with the grizzled vet out of nowhere winning. I think that's sick.
It really is so funny. People get riled for it. And again, I mean, grizzled vet, I mean, they're called that for a reason. And especially in something like golf, I mean, experience plays, dude.
If you had to take a guess, I haven't checked myself, but I'm going to look it up right now. Who do you think is playing better right now, Michael Block or John Daly?
Wow. I'm going to go Daly with the cigarette. Let's
Daly
go.
is 2 shots back of Block. So Block 5 over, just had a birdie on 13, and he's through 13. And then you got John Daly through 9, 7 over par, 7 bogeys on the front 9, and then 2 pars. And I guess he just teed off on 10, par 5, hit it 256 off the tee. So for us, that wouldn't be too bad, but on the PGA Tour, 256 with the driver, not gonna cut it, Tony. Rory with a birdie on 1, his 10th. So he's now 2 under par.
256 would be great for me.
But that
I know, it's
laughable.
Crazy. It really is
laughable.
so funny, dude. Derek Ho, by the way, says hi there.
And I think, hi, Derek. And I think a good way to finish up here, Tony, we're going to see Tiger Woods. This is a par putt on his 11th hole, which is number 2. So this is to remain at +1. He's currently in 39th place, 7 shots behind Xander Schauffele. So a big momentum swinger if he could just get this in and remain at 1 over and try to do some work on the back here.
Would be sick.
So lining this thing up, couple practice strokes. I don't believe in the practice putting strokes. I don't think I know with the pros do it. I get it, but it doesn't do anything for me.
Really?
You do it?
I do it. And I actually started doing it, I feel like maybe two outings
Tiger
ago.
making the putt.
Let's
so
freaking go.
Remain at +1.
And I think it does help me to get like a line. Like a feel.
Maybe it could help me. Maybe I'm too stubborn.
But you don't warm up at all, though. Like
were you ready to say like when I just go to my ball and hit it every single time?
Yeah.
I mean, there is something to be said about it. I mean, you watch these golf tournaments and all these pros, they're taking a bunch of practice things, but I can't help it. Like when I'm playing with random people, like obviously you guys I'm not gonna get tight about, but like random people when they're going like 5 or 6 practice swings, hit the fucking
5
ball.
or 6 is crazy.
You're playing at Gaynor Brennan. Are you even breaking 90? Like what are you doing? Like, it's just
I think a good rule of thumb is 2. Like you take 2 and
you need 1. You don't even need 1, but you could take 1. That's fine. But especially
just 1, dude.
On the tee box too, please.
The tee box is tough,
shots and like addressing the ball, like looking around like this. Come on, that's a little ridiculous, Tony. Right or no?
Who does that? Addresses the ball and looks around like. Maybe I can bounce this ball off a tree and get an extra 20 yards.
You know what? I'm going to try to secretly record whoever I'm playing with today, and I'll see if they do it. All right?
Oh, I hope they catch you. That'd be so funny.
You record me, man?
Are you filming me right now, dude?
I'm going to sue you, bro. Oh, man. But, yeah, excitement in the air, Tony. Big Ranger game tonight. Stoked to watch the rest of the PGA today. Talk about it tomorrow as Xander almost chipped in to get to 7 under. And the Yankees, let's get the sweep.
Pumped, dude. Did you wish you were going to the game today?
Wish I was going to the game today, but going Monday. So excited about that. And I'm trying to think pitching wise. So Clark today, I believe it's Nestor following him and then Heel. So Nestor tomorrow, Friday, Heel Saturday, which would mean Rodon Sunday, which would mean Stroman, I think Monday. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. That's a Rodon.
We show him pitching Wednesday, so then he gets Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, right.
Monday.
Perfect.
Yeah.
4 days rest.
That's pretty sick, dude.
So that's solid. And I guess there's a little bonus here. Rory off the tee here on the second hole, his 11th.
Just to stay the whole time.
Looks like a pipe. And wow, goes down the hill. Maybe OB.
Again?
Yes, Tony. So not all sunshines and rainbows for Rory McIlroy here. So
he listened to the voicemail.
Could be a drop.
That's tough, situation.
Dude. Xander, that was for Eagles, so he actually is at 7 under. So Xander off to a scorching start here at Valhalla, Tony. But yeah, that being said, another great show.
Riled.
We really appreciate everybody who tuned in today and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume. The merch at downtimetv.com. We want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees and Rangers.
Let's go Rangers!
And we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.